some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That's reeled in. It's Lockett. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
It's a running room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Got it in the middle. It's Rich. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He leaves it with his back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready when your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hurley. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
On the run, it's Blair. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to the running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the ground with the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Line is set on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Lining up to convert third down. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch on the right side. It's a seam rock. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 17 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Hurley. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to take off. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires complete on the crosser. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw for it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And, guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the lone running back. At the 35, he's got more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. On unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They'll run it from the gun. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is on its way. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender didn't have a miscue. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Used the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 11 over Arkansas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Catch in the middle. It's Hurley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Rich. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. This one's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
High the chains now on second and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll take a shot. He caught it.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that, and this offense has one.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Finds a soft spot. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Pass to 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the option. Now the toss. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they kick it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. We don't always see this from this group. They're up by 16 over Ball State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped down at the 27.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Looking to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Find some fresh air. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making checks. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurley. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Aggies! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.